AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
There's some concerns. I heard that bitch ass motherfucker from Milwaukee on this Knicks bandwagon. I'm stuck here. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. This ain't weak Greek status over here, bitch. Die hard. You know what we're talking about, man.
KNICKS REHAB.
KNICKS REHAB, y'all.
AllBall.
AllBall, suckers.
We live.
Big Flea. Never the little one. Biggest, y'all.
Had some rest. Able to digest the game from yesterday. The beat down of all beat downs.
Peace, Rhonda. Peace, Rhonda.
Man, listen, hold on, because I ain't in it. Okay, I see it now. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant, the exquisite. Rhonda Flores is in the building. Rhonda Flores, what up? Beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Darlene Bryan is in the building. Darlene Bryan, what up?
Darlene B, what up, girl? Peace to the chat. What up?
What up, chat?
What up, chat? The whole chat, except for you Pistons fans. Hope them flames are burning hot in hell. Fuck you. Ain't changing my mood. Maybe they will. AllBall. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, man, we ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't the roommates. we ain't hiding. We got something to say.
Not never. I always show up to the press conference and answer the tough questions. So, man, it's all good.
Well, someone did show up to a press conference last night. JB Bickerstaff, Detroit Pistons coach, described how they would D'ing up the Knicks, in particular the star.
Just speak to the overall defensive performance that this team had, especially on limiting Jalen Brunson, a 4-20 shooter.
Yeah, I mean, AT deserves a lot of credit. I thought he did an amazing job from the get of picking him up, dogging him, harassing him, wearing him down, and then doing all that without sending him to the free throw line, making him take tough shots over the top of us. Then Ron came in and did the same thing. And I think that's what, makes that 1-2 kind of punch so dangerous, is like if guys want to play extended minutes, we can throw fresh bodies at them that can continue to do the same thing. But, obviously he's the head of the snake for them, and to do a job like that on him set the tone. And then, everybody else contributed as well. Like that's what opened the game up for us was our defense, to offense, that second group we put out there with Wu involved in it. Also, and Danis, it changed the tempo of the game. So again, great job by our guys defensively. Hell of a bounce back for us, from last night to tonight. And that's who we've been consistently throughout the year. So again, Pistons basketball for 48 minutes.
Hell of a bounce back. You slick motherfucker. Y'all weren't paying attention to no damn Wizards. AllBall. Brunson, he's our guy. But the Pistons, they said, watch this. You begin on them. What's up, man?
In the words of the great Flea, JB Bickerstaff and the Pistons had a plan, right? My brother's big on having a plan and executing a plan. They had a plan. It seems like as we got the coach, the way we went about things, that night in Detroit, we didn't have a plan. You know, I'm just very disappointed in our captain. I've been saying it. He needs to be held accountable more often because you know when he plays great, you see the applause he gets, right? Chance, MVP, King of the City. We hand him the keys. We call him the captain, Captain Clutch, right? Big Body Brunson. When you have nights like last night, I need to see you. I need to see you at the podium. I need to see you on your podcast. Everybody else is doing podcasts. These guys are so quick to run to the podcast and everything is fine and dandy and everything is fun and everything is this and that. Where you and your roommate at? I need to hear explanation. I need to hear how you allow Amen Thompson and the Detroit Pistons to look like the greatest defensive team of all time. I need to hear why you were struggling. I need to hear what was the game plan. Y'all knew Cat and OG wasn't going to be there. What was the plan? Right? So for me, I'm just very disappointed in Jalen Brunson. And it just seems like only Knicks Rehab holds him accountable. I don't hear no other platforms. I don't hear no other networks. Like I said, we dog Cat for how long now, right? Listen, Jalen Brunson, I really need to hear from our leader. Like I said, we handed you the keys to the city. We are ready to crown you. And as my brother Flea always say, what the fuck you done did? You ain't did shit yet. Got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But to get embarrassed like that and to not see you, to not hear from you, whether it was an Instagram post, like I said, whether it was on your podcast, whether it was at the podium after the game. Listen, I don't care if you said 2 words. I want to see some type of leadership from our leader, from our best player. So I'm just very disappointed. But listen, you got to give kudos to the Detroit Pistons. Like I said last night, they had a plan. Fire was in their eyes. They didn't care about the other game. They wanted to make a statement against the Knicks, and they made a hell of a statement. So I'm just trying to figure out where's Jalen Brunson's mindset at, where's his head at, Paul's, and what's he thinking? Like, what is he going to do to get back to that MVP caliber type player, right? He's still averaging 27, but it's not a good 27. Let's be realistic, you know? So we have to, like, really discuss when he goes against bigger guards. We went through this in Atlanta. Now we go through this in Detroit, and we see other teams, they just put a bigger guy on them, you know? So I just need to hear from Brunson. But I'm very disappointed in a lot of platforms. I'm disappointed in our Knicks, but I'm also disappointed in Jalen Brunson because it's like, yo, where you at? We here. We suffering just like you. We get trolled and cursed out just like you. So I need to hear from the captain, man. I'm still disappointed. Baby, you said you slept. I ain't sleep yet.
Flea, what you thinking?
Yeah, I didn't think shooting 4 for 20 yesterday was going to help us win at all. Especially if you are leader, and you know we missing 2 starters. It's your time to take a step up and shine for us. I mean, even if you go down fighting, right? At one point, like we said, me and Fabian alluded to it yesterday. He was running from the spot, right? And I'm talking about running from the spotlight, like not understanding that Amen Thompson really got him in shackles, and he's not, you know, meeting that matchup. You know, he looked lost last night, and I've never seen him like that, or I don't remember the last time I have seen him like that, where a defense really frustrated and he had no counter for it. Like he had nothing to counter how Amen Thompson was being physical with him. And then, like Bickerstaff said, he brought in Ron Holland, and Ron Holland was playing the same way, just physical, right? Just not allowing him to get what he wanted. The refs let them play last night, right? That didn't help, right? They was fucking him up, and as they should. They're a physical ball team. They're the best defensive team in the league. So we should have expected that. I agree with you, OG. It didn't look like we had a plan. And that's why I was like, at some point, I was conceding early on, right? That's why y'all was getting pissed off at me. That's what, everybody was getting mad because at one point, I'm just like, like going into this game, we didn't have our dogs. So I'm like, the whole plan with the shit, and we couldn't adjust. And as a team that's supposed to be trying to, go towards championship, you got to be able to adjust. So I can understand that. That's unacceptable. You cannot not adjust on the fly. Okay, a couple guys is not down. You got to figure it out. If you trust the guys that we go into war with. And last night we ain't go to war last night. We got our ass kicked from the word go. We was talking about it was early. Remember early on in the first quarter? We was like, it's early. It's early. Will see. And time you turned around, it was a 20-point game. Next time we turned around, we was almost down. At one point, we was down 40, right?
43.
Down 40, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, very disappointed in the effort last night. Very disappointed in the effort last night. I've never seen anybody put Jalen Brunson in handcuffs like that. That was a hell of a performance by Asur Thompson. Hell of a performance. Like, you got to tip your hat to him. 4 for 20. When's the last time Brunson shot like that? And it wasn't just a bad night. Last night wasn't just a bad night. Last night was like, you're not getting anything that you want. You're not getting to your spots. You're not. So I thought it was a disappointing loss. I mean, we got to bounce back, right? What we gonna do? Like, we got games in front of us. So yeah, last night was tough, but I think right now the Knicks, that's a wake-up call. Okay, we was on an 8-game win streak, playing good basketball, trying to get the locker room back in order, get the chemistry back in order. 2 guys go down. We don't adjust right. We get punched in the mouth. Like, we get our ass kicked, not even punched in the mouth. Get our ass kicked. All right, you know what I'm saying? Not a little jab. Nah, we got our ass kicked, right? So tomorrow you got to come out and really kick Boston in the mouth. Like, it can't be a trying to get your mojo back or trying to figure out how to play. We need to be the aggressors against Boston. Last night we were not the aggressors. And it's a fact. Every time Detroit, I get it, right? That's their championship at this point. We knocked them out of the first round. Whether I'm being funny or not, we knocked them niggas out the first round. Every time they see us, it's etched on their calendar. So they're gonna get up for us. That's cool. Go win a fucking playoff series. The energy is still here. Win a playoff series. It's hard to beat a team 4 games out of 7. That shit ain't easy. So when we start doing that, I will humbly pay homage to the Detroit Pistons. As of right now, you beat us in February. Good job.
I think Brunson and his whole family should be at the dinner table concerned as hell. You can make the excuses about teammates and things of that nature, but for me, it's been a downward spiral of where you can. Oh boy, I'm sorry.
This shit, please. It's insane.
It's all good. It's Saturday. We understand how to behave for Saturday.
Niggas is getting mojito. Niggas getting mojitos and all that. This shit.
He got a live. He has a live.
They got a mojito on live, man, in the crib. This is
He got
insane.
a live. He got a live with this shit.
I get my life together, man.
It's ridiculous. I got to get my shit together. Last time he had a wine glass. You see how the wine glass just came in the screen?
I'm about to start passing myself some just to make it look like
just to make it look cool, right?
This is crazy, man.
Come on, man. Insane, man. Go ahead, man. What do you have to say?
Well, we need a night of refreshments to get over the previous evening. And not that the Knicks need that.
No, before you start, can you let us know? Can you let the people know what is the refreshment?
What's that in that cup, man?
That's making you refreshed.
What's in that cup, man? What's in that cup, man? I'm drinking tea. You see that? I'm drinking tea. What's in that cup, man?
There's a tequila mixture involved, and I'm not promoting any brands. Okay. But I can tell you it is from the agave fruit plant.
Agave. Spell that. You know how to spell that?
I am Latino, my brother. Did he say illegal? Oh boy. Yes. You warn us all the time about certain jokes. You're bugging right now. This is not the time. This is not the time. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, please. That you didn't even realize it was a Freudian slip.
Right, yeah. It's all right. He'll be all right.
Listen, man. It's a downward spiral with them since we got OG Anunoby. You wanted to act like Brunson was on LeBron's level, and I've never liked that. And hey mom,
Hey, Mom.
we don't run from the fact that I won't run from the fact that we make fun of everybody. KD, Kyrie, James Harden, all you guys bounce around with these different superstars, all NBA players. Brunson is headed into that category. If you played with Luka, Julius Randle, who say what you want, he's an all NBA. Cat is now all NBA, another all NBA player. How many more superstars or stars do you need around you that work or don't work? And then you're trading all these players away because you're saying, yo, this is our guy. Well, even when you have a guy, you can't build around him incorrectly. And with Brunson, I also don't like the front running shit. Like it was cool when you won 5 games in a row to stand in the locker room next to the locker room with Cat. Like again, it doesn't seem like much, seems subtle, but like AllBall said, we want to hear from you. Because that roommate shit, maybe you weren't scheduled to do it yet. I don't know how that goes, but we know when you want to get a message, you get it out there. You be on other podcasts, and the only message that really matters anyway is on that court. And last year, game 2, we all went crazy. All of us were arguing about Brunson's play style and how he shouldn't have been trying to hog the ball. And yesterday, even if he wanted to hog the ball, he couldn't do nothing. And the Pistons have taken another step. Asor Thompson, again, we talk about Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren maturing. Asor Thompson's maturing. He's not quite amen yet, and everybody's going to make that comparison, but it wouldn't shock me if he starts to be on that level, right? Because the kid is athletic. And when you can make a name for yourself by locking down a superstar, getting this highlight reel out there for everybody to see. Oh, shit. So Brunson, we're used to him seeing the defensive player of the year candidates or all defensive candidates, all defensive caliber players. He sees them and he goes, oh yeah, I'm about to go crazy. Right. And this season, it felt like Dyson Daniels or Asor Thompson, they're all starting to get to him. And I can't just blame the teammates anymore. Brunson at some point, I'm pretty sure they're sitting there going, yeah, this ain't no championship team, bro. Because you can't even fight. Even if you wanted to. That's why I'm saying with the playoffs, I understand what Flea is saying. It makes perfect sense. This ain't a real playoff atmosphere. The Garden is different in the playoffs. Every stadium is going to be different. And usually the competitors, they turn up. And yesterday was a playoff atmosphere. And I just felt like, yeah, we're down 2 players. But I just didn't see what the game plan was. That whole spray 3 shit and shooting more 3-pointers. That's a finesse style. That's a finesse style. I don't care what era it is. You're a jump shooting team. And we don't have dogs on the defensive end, or we don't play like dogs on the defensive end to really balance that act out. And the Pistons exposed it. They definitely exposed it. So Cade Cunningham playing 21, 22 minutes. It's embarrassing. And I don't know what Jalen Brunson can say besides sound like us. He's going to sound like us if you give him some truth serum. What is he going to say? They fucked me up. That's what happened, y'all. That's the bottom line. So, boy, I'm not sure what he can really say to really make you feel any better.
Something he can say, whether it makes us feel better or not. You always want to hear from your leader. You always want to hear from the best player. We all know when it goes good, the best player gets all the praise. When it goes bad, the best player gets the blame. How many times have you watched guys like Tom Brady who takes full responsibility? Now, we know Tom Brady, how successful he's been, how many championships he has, so I'm not comparing Brunson to him. I'm just saying, if we're looking at Brunson as far as like you say, Fabian, the Derek Jeters and all of that with the leadership and being the captain, bro, you got to come out here and be responsible. And, if you're going to be a leader, you got to lead. And how do you lead? By example. I hear a lot of players, great players. I'm not going to ask my guys to do nothing I don't do. I'm not going to ask you to run through a brick wall if I'm not going to run through it as well. So I'm just the type, if I'm on that team, I want to hear what my captain has to say. Whether it makes however people feel. I don't care about that. We praise you over here, dog. The city loves Jalen Brunson. His second year, he's got compared to, is he better than Melo as a Knick? Is he better than Marbury as a Knick? I know people think it's funny and it's trolling, but there's been conversations. Is he top 5 greatest Knick ever already, right? I don't see him shying away from that. See him absorbing all that.
Michael Jordan numbers in the playoffs.
Trying to stay away from it.
Michael Jordan numbers in the playoffs.
You get what I'm saying? So Fleet, you're 100% correct. So for me, you can't get all that, and then what happened last night, that was like Mike Tyson punch out, where it like we got punched in the face, and it was like woo, woo, woo. Like, yo, you cannot be down 4-3.
You said, wait, hold on, G. Remember you said we gotta settle in. We never settled. Yo, we look sped up. Remember I was saying we look sped up.
Fleet.
Nah, never.
Fleet, they settled us in.
They
wrapped us. They tucked us
right in the
and told us as our parents did when we was young. Don't turn that TV on. Don't turn that light on.
Get your ass to sleep.
Get your ass to sleep.
Hold on, the Pistons sung us a lullaby. Gonna lullaby your ass. God damn.
Yeah, they did.
Damn.
When they baby boyed us. You want something from the store? Oh man,
that's a real ass kicking.
You see your man was on the bench with his baby eating chips. Like, come on, dog.
And he's a regular nigga. Javante Green on the bench with little man. I love the look. I love it. Little man get on the bench. I love it. But it's like that. No,
right.
Yeah,
So
we just here. Get
so,
this game over with, man.
Right. So just my last point. I want the captain to come out, take responsibility, and help the fan base and his team know I let y'all down, and that can never happen again. I got to be better on my part. I don't care how great of a defender anybody is. I have to find a way. So he needs to say something. Like I said, he gets all the praise. When we lose, he has to get some form of blame. We're not going to keep sitting up here and not blame him for anything. No, you're the best player. Your responsibility.
Wow.
Man, beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite. Mo is in the building. What up, Mo?
What's good, Mo?
Mo dollars. Speaking of which, Kevin Bean, thank you for your $5. Do you think we wanted them to show their hand and wait until the playoffs to show our real game plan?
Yeah, Kevin Bean, respectfully, I got this one. Hold on. I got this one. Respectfully, bro, we don't have a plan right now. Respectfully, we don't have a plan right now. Not for that. Not yet. We don't have a plan yet.
Hey, Flea, let me respond to that. 15 seconds. I'm at work today. Nothing but diehard Knicks fans in there, right? So that's all we do. We just talk about the game, right? Mm-hmm. I got to shout him out. My man Sean, good dude, man, right? And he's like us, just diehard Knicks fan. And he see my face, and I go, there was no time to panic, right? You know what he said? He said, yo, AllBall, listen, we did that shit on purpose.
There's niggas out there like that. There's niggas out there like that, bro.
I walked away from him.
There's niggas out there like that, bro.
I swear everything I love. He said that with a straight face. I walked away.
Yo, there's niggas out here like that, bro. Oh, big shout out to Sean, man. That nigga's crazy. We got our ass kicked. That wasn't on purpose.
Speaking of Sean right now, thank you for your $5. He concurs. To be honest, y'all, I don't think our boys had any intention on winning that game or matching the Pistons. I don't know what NRG is. Energy. I'm sorry. You young boys and your hieroglyphics. You can just tell. Missing starters, 3 games, 4 nights. That's a good point in terms of the strategy for load managing and all that. I understand that, Sean, right now. Stop.
Exactly.
Just stop. That was ass whoop central. Straight bombage. This is 2 games with the Pistons. This is a trend. And if we're being real, they played that way in the playoffs. That was not a blowout series. That was Cat doing some heroic shit. Let's not forget, Brunson had a game winner. Heroic shit. Have we improved since then compared to the Pistons? Riddle me that, Batman. Come on, man. We got to keep it real. And of course,
I should go. I was hold on. No. You can't. You sometimes when you say things, you gotta let that settle in because that that's an honest question. Like you said, Detroit has gotten just out of this world much better from last season. We gotten that much better. So I'm not saying we have to answer that now, Flea, but you can't just say that and then just go right on to another topic. That's something that has to settle in people's minds. Like, yo, we got to be for real about this. No Halliburton. Like I said, no Tatum. Philly struggling in the beginning of the season. Cleveland, Toronto, Orlando struggling. All right, yeah, we the 3 seed, but maybe I kind of like that. And, maybe one day, down the line, we're going to have to tackle that. Like, did we get better this season?
Detroit Pistons will let their fans know that they're better by winning in the playoffs. That's when they'll let them know. Like, you can't be like, that's when they'll let them know. Be honest. Like, let's be honest about it. We started believing in our Knicks when we started advancing in the playoffs. Keep it real. Let's talk about it. Right? We allow, but we started thinking about the Knicks having a chance at doing anything by advancing in the playoffs. It didn't really matter what type of game, how many games we won in this regular season. It feels good because you setting the tone, right? You getting good habits, you getting chemistry, you doing all the things you need to do to like get ready for the playoffs. But in the playoffs, when you show up, that's when it's time. So I can't fathom the irrational confidence that you can have when you haven't done it yet. Like, we could continue to still be confident in our team because guess what? We were knocking at the door of the finals last season. Knocking at the door. We eliminated them last season. Why are we acting like we the little brothers? That's where I was at yesterday, to be honest. Why are we acting like we the little brothers? Like, we are not the ones that are accomplished when it matters. I'm confused at that shit. Like, these niggas ain't done. I'm going to stand on that. These niggas ain't done shit yet. Bad game, we move on. It's February. Keep a cool booty, man. Let's keep a cool booty. Let's move on. Let's okay, great win. Let's move on.
I don't know. Little bro done got a little bit bigger, man. Doing some push-ups. Nigga threw a punch at me yesterday. I'm gonna have to kick him in the nuts. We gotta start playing dirty, dog. So
you do what you gotta do to kick your little brother ass.
What
you gotta do.
Little bro fucked us up.
Fact though.
Outside though. He was beating me up outside.
That's a fact.
No,
I ain't running from that. That's a fact.
Straight dragged us.
That's a fact.
Ragdolled us. And I like what Flea's saying too, because
and that's not true. Hold on. 3-on-1, 3-1-3, whatever your name is, Kurt. That is not true. The Pacers had the experience. They were in the playoffs last year. Before that too. They were on the same trajectory as us. Stop that. Like, tell the truth.
In the conference finals against the Celtics.
Like, slow down. Like, they would stop that. Like,
they
slow down. They were an experienced team as well.
How many
everybody
more
everybody likes to tell their own truth and not the actual truth. Like, slow down.
How many coaches have been in more conference finals than Rick Carlisle? And that's going back to the point that you just said, Flea, because you're harping on it, and you bring in a lot of reality to people that the Pistons, of course, they're on a high right now. We're looking up right now because they're doing their thing. But who in the locker room, Duncan Robinson, can really talk about, hey guys, this is great and all. This ain't nothing. I've been to a couple finals. JB Bickerstaff can't tell them that. Who else in that locker room could really tell the Pistons? So the Knicks ain't really it. That ain't the chip. So I love what Flea's saying because, of course, we were disagreeing, but that is a real perspective. That is the famous not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, and then you get humbled. So, the early celebration.
And let's highlight Heroic Ave too. And I think that's essentially what I want to say tonight as well. we lost to them, but we're not gonna let that dictate how we go forward in our conversation going forward. Like, I'm gonna stand on it. Fuck the Detroit Pistons, they fans, and whatever they got going on. This is Knicks Rehab. This is a Knicks space, and we're gonna continue to do what we do with the Knicks. You're welcome to stay here, but if you can't understand what this space is, you know where the fucking door is. Go ahead, Ray.
I humbly disagree. They're not gonna dictate. Nobody dictates nothing but us. But if we see something interesting, I like the fuck the Pistons part, fuck the fans part. I like that. But the topic is the topic. Have we gotten better than them? So I love that you said that, old boy, real quick before we slide over. We slide over.
She did that on purpose. She playing with us now. It's enough now. Stop. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
Beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, elegant, the sexy. Does that say Nick? What does that say? You know, listen.
Nick House Tatted Mommy.
Right, so it's not all right. So it's not Brick House. It's Nick House Tatted Mommy. Shout out. You once again though, late in the building. Late. We need y'all in the building ASAP.
What happens? But hold on, boy. When you come in late, sometimes we make that payment late. You charge a late fee. Look, she threw that $3.99 up. You talking about, Papa?
Oh, you shake for $3.99 now?
I didn't see it.
Y'all shake for $3.99 now?
Oh man, let me work, man. Come on, man.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
You the funny nigga in the cut. Always want to make sure everybody got a cold beverage. You see? You the nigga in the cut that always want to make sure everybody got a cold beverage. Oh, you all right? Do you need a refill? You need something else?
Speaking of which, King Speech, thank you for your $2. They got more to prove to us than we do to them. I like that. APAP, thank you for your $5. It was a wartime this morning on SKF. I don't know what that is. Show the Pistons fans calling in, trying to invade, talking jazz about the city of New York. They drew first blood. Okay.
Smoke. It's smoke, man. I love it though. It's smoke.
Stay right there, old boy. It's smoke. Aaron, thank you for your $9.99.
99.
He's keeping it cool.
Here they go.
Listen, man. We
just
warming up.
They see one avatar hit. Y'all ain't do that all. Go ahead. He's too here.
Go crazy, Ray. I'm here, nigga.
Knicks fans make more excuses than a nigga that call off work every day.
That's good, Aaron. I love it. That was good.
And you said get him out of here and walk out the door. These are classic moments, Flea.
That's good. That was good. You got to be savvy like that. That's savvy.
Hold on.
Savvy.
I'm
like
sorry.
That.
I stand corrected. Flea, you right. He paid for the hate.
He paid for the hate and be savvy. At least be slick talk with it. You niggas is from Detroit. I thought y'all are real slick talkers.
Come on, my D-Town players. I like that.
Fly,
Aaron,
man.
huh? We won twice by 30 plus and Flea. How many playoff series y'all gonna win before y'all get to the big one? Oh my God.
That's a fact.
Yo, Aaron.
Keep our feet to the fire. That's savvy. I like that. I like that energy.
Nah,
right.
he can't.
You absolutely right. I can't. What you think I'm gonna run from that? Hell no.
Listen, the NBA needs to pray that the Knicks and the Pistons meet in the playoffs. We don't need nobody messing that up. The NBA and the fans need to pray that the Knicks and the Pistons meet in the playoffs. That's going to be must-see TV.
They have to, must-see playoff series. Must-see.
Nah, Aaron is so crazy. I don't even see him in the regular chat. He just paying for chat. Aaron, that's some that's some player shit, Skywalker. That's 2 3/4, 2 3/4 carats. Put it in the comments, brother. Put it in the comments, brother.
You got 2 3/4 carats, 5 racks on this. All this fly talk. Pay for the hate.
Show some love to the brother at Canal Street, my man. But listen, once the Knicks start getting hot, You know who's coming out the woodworks and got something to say. The fake ass Knicks fan himself, Stephen A. Smith, then opened his mouth about us. Reunited with Skip Bayless. See what he had to say.
And so as I look at the New York Knicks, I'm like, if it was Thibodeau, I wouldn't be as worried because they rough and rugged and they came at you. They were like cardiac kids fighting all the time.
Pause that,
Mike Brown is a
pause that,
really
Fabian.
good man.
Oh, pause. Spin it from the top. Pause, please. Could you spin that from the top? I missed what was saying.
Just hasn't shown up.
Right.
But they got Donovan Mitchell, who I believe would show up. And then you kept your two bigs in Allen and Mobley. And so as I look at the New York Knicks, I'm like, if it was Thibodeau, I wouldn't be as worried because they rough and rugged and they came at you. They were like cardiac kids.
You don't even watch the games.
Play the
No.
clip.
Oh boy,
Play the
I didn't
clip.
realize this motherfucker. Nah, all right.
What do you
Play the
mean,
clip.
No, you got that.
Play the clip.
No.
Play the clip.
Motherfucker, man. God
Play
damn.
East
Fighting all the
Blue
time.
Drew. Leave
Mike
me
Brown
alone.
is a really
Play the
good man.
clip.
He really, really is. And he's a good coach. But I'm waiting to see, can he pull that extra oomph out of you?
Yeah.
That's going to make you that dog that you need to be when you got to go up against those Pistons. Because this is the thing about the Pistons more so than the Cavs or anybody else. BJ Bickerstaff comes on the show, First Take,
Who?
whenever, when the offseason arrives and all that stuff. And he couldn't stop talking about how badly he wants the Knicks. Like, they will never beat us again, ever. And his players feel that way.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Knicks go into Detroit a few weeks ago and lose by 30.
Yep.
And I said, oh, shit. I'm really, really, really worried.
They brought in the dog though. Jose, he got that kind of
He does.
mentality.
Yeah,
I'll
but
give you
he's
that.
not, that's not enough.
Alvarado.
Yeah. Now, this is the story all about how. Listen, man, just in case we thought he was lying, your man, JB Bickerstaff, not BJ, when they got him out, he go crazy. Yeah, post game interview yesterday. He had some things to say.
in history with the opponent, the Knicks, from the playoffs, and you beating them by 40-plus points twice this year. Do your guys see red when they see the Knicks now? Is there a certain thing that boils up in them when you see them?
I mean, that playoff was, heavily contested. And I think it bred some of that, right? Like, I don't want to call it a rivalry yet, but it is intensified for us for sure. Again, both teams, I'm sure, would like to get a look at one another fully healthy and see what that looks like. But again, I give our guys a ton of credit just for the response more so than anything. And the way that they came out today with the right mindset and understanding what was going to be in front of them. And, with Towns, without Towns, with Anunoby, without Anunoby, like that's a really good basketball team over there, well-coached basketball team over there, extremely dangerous. So for our guys to respond the way they did, that's what's most impressive to me.
You guys have
They're taking it personal, man. Playoff series, they ain't forget about it. Oh, ball. We've been talked about it. We said it yesterday. It looks like they're taking it personal. What are your thoughts on Stephen A. Smith basically exposing, JB Bickerstaff came in here talking about we coming to stomp y'all out.
This is why when you the big brother, you can never allow the little brother any type of anything over you. Anything. Because eventually, little brother is going to continue to try to. So I love when, Flea said that. Listen, man, Detroit really felt last season they were going to beat us, right? And then now they come back this season. All the talk is the Knicks. Ain't nobody even thinking about Detroit up until now. But beginning of the season, no Tatum, no Halliburton. Like I said, nobody knew what was going to go on with Embiid with his health. So all you heard was Knicks. And Detroit is sitting there going, hold up. We supposed to beat y'all last season. We wasn't healthy. So, and JB, the way he is, the way he coaches, listen, he's fueling the fire. And that's why I said last night, them dudes had red in their eyes. That was their championship. And Flea, I agree. They ain't do jack shit. So it ain't really for us nothing to get nervous about. But you know, you can't allow the little brother to dog walk you like that. No, you got to put up a fight. You got to at least let the little bro know, nah, big bro still got that power. You hit him with that little gut shot. Yeah, you might have beat me this time, but it can't be like that. So listen, I believe what Stephen A. Smith said. I believe JB told him, yo, them players feel some type of way. You see what the young man, the kid with the dreads, I forget his name, the guard that come off the bench for the Pistons. He was undrafted. Bro, you see what he said?
Dennis Jenkins.
Right. Flea, did you see what he said?
Yeah. So.
You get what I'm saying? So them dudes, I don't know if they're using this as fuel, but listen, they don't like us.
I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
Yeah, you can pull it up. I would love for you to pull that up, so people can understand what we're talking about and what's going on with this Detroit thing.
Very humble guy, but in college, man, like most of these dudes that got drafted, like what was the difference between me and them? Like what? Y'all tell me what was the difference? And so for me, going undrafted is like that's insanity to me, like literally insanity, and that burns inside of me every single day. Like I'm not gonna get into it, but that took something away from me. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, but they're gonna have to see me every time I match up with somebody that I know, whoever was drafted or whatever. Like, I mean, I just take that personal, man, just because, like I said, I just know there was no difference between me and the guys that got drafted. And it is what it is. It's the past. But for me, man, I just carry a big chip on my shoulder. I always say it has just been me my whole life. Like, I've came in and had to prove myself. But as far as, like, proving myself that I'm an NBA player, like, I knew that from the first summer league, and I said that, and I still stand by that to this day because I knew we would get to here.
Yeah, so just my last point. So, I love to hear what Flea and Fabian has to say. These guys take it personal. So you have that. And think about Cade Cunningham. Think about all the praise Jalen Brunson's been getting, right? You have a guy like Cade going, hold up, I'm Cade Cunningham. And then I'm going to give you a little caveat, and then y'all can cook. Bias Harris is from New York. You don't think he may not feel no type of way? Y'all niggas ain't come get me? Niggas ain't never tried to sign me? I was out there. So I just think the Detroit Pistons, they are building, this fire, this desire, this hate against us. And it's making them play championship level style basketball on both ends of the floor when they play against us. So we have to be prepared for that. Now that we know what's going on, we meet them in the playoffs. Mike Brown and Brunson, y'all have to be prepared because they're going for the juggler, man. And I love it, though. I love that mindset. I think that's what the sport of basketball is missing. Guys with chips on their shoulders, physicality, and guys that's going straight at you. So I have no problem with it. We just have to be prepared. And as my brother Flea said, I'm going to keep saying it, we need to have a fucking plan. If we ain't got no plan, they will run us off the fucking floor. So I just love this little thing that's going on. Hopefully it can turn into a rivalry because I think it's great for basketball. And that's what the NBA is missing, a rivalry.
Flea, you heard Stephen A. link back up with Skip Bayless. Magic is still there, by the way. What do you think about him exposing JB Bickerstaff, saying, yo, this thing is personal. We're taking y'all to the moon with this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the energy you want to have, right, as a coach. So, like I told somebody in the comments earlier today, like I love the Knicks. But I love basketball first. For me, like I love basketball first. Then the Knicks fall into place. But I love basketball. So when you see that, hell yeah, you want your coach. You don't think people them guys are gonna run through a wall for JB when he speaks like that in the media, when he sticks up for his guys on the sidelines with the referees, just how demonstrative he is with that team, and wherever he goes, it's always promoting who his team is and the things that he's building. But again, they building. And that's what I'm saying. Like, our goals are a little different than theirs. And that's where I'm at. Like, our goal is championship. Your goal is going to the next step. You can't
stay there. Hold on. Stay there. Just stay there. I know. Listen, just stay. I'm just asking one question. You can finish. You don't think their goal is championship?
Right now?
Just asking.
Right
yes.
now?
Yes.
Maybe. Every team, every good team should be striving to win a championship. But every realistic team should know that this thing don't work where you just jump in here and just and we just go to the mountaintop. It don't work like that.
All right. Stay there, because we're gonna cook. So you don't think a championship this season isn't realistic for the Detroit Pistons? The style of basketball and the way they're playing right now?
Me? No. And that's not hating on them. But no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. What makes them better than any other team that had to go through the steps of becoming a championship level team? Help me understand, because I want to get schooled by this Pistons team that all of a sudden now is the juggernauts of the NBA. What makes them different than the OKC team that had to lose before they got where they were? What makes them different than the Boston teams that had to lose? The Miami Heat's, the teams what makes them different? Help me understand. Our goal is championship.
Well, just real quick, I agree with you. I was just asking a question, but to play devil's advocate, Boston, no Tatum, Indiana, no Halliburton. I don't know if people believe in Philly. Like I said, the Paul George thing, Embiid really can't stay healthy. We all agree Cleveland and Orlando's kind of in that same mix where they didn't take that leap that everybody thought. So just playing devil's advocate, I think that's the reason that maybe they have championship aspirations, because they see how things are in the East. Giannis, Milwaukee, he probably won't play for the rest of the season. So it's about 3 to 5 teams that they don't have to worry about. And maybe they taking it so personal with us because we may be the only team that's standing in their way this season. I'm just playing devil's advocate, Flea, but I agree with you.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry to cut you off, Flea. This is what people don't understand. I don't have to agree with Flea, but Flea's been saying this shit since I known him. Every time we've been hyped off,
consistent.
Ever since we've been hyped off the Knicks, he said, "I don't know what y'all are talking about. You have to win first round, second round. Show me the conference finals. We didn't make the conference finals year before. What makes you think we're going to the chip without going to the conference finals first? There are different series that take place, and the evidence is there. So people take it personally when it's about their team. When Flea was doing it with our team, the fuck are you people talking about? Y'all new to this. That's all, and that's where that comes from. So yeah, I could disagree with Flea and off with him. I believe I earned that right because we go and have to fight tooth and nail to make our points clear, and we ain't taking it personal. We know what this is about. So when Flea's explaining all of this, it goes back to the Knicks, who when Flea said, "Yo, we took a step back when you hire a coach. That's not a leap up. That's Mike Brown. None of us believe in him. Adding Cat, these components, Tom Thibodeau, that culture that was created, that foundation that was established, you just wiped it all away, gonna restart and think you're gonna go to the championship. Well, you got championship experience. Y'all in for a rude awakening." And lo and behold, we've been saying this shit all year long. It's the Flea parade been going on, the victory lap that he doesn't even want to take because it's our Knicks involved. So the Pistons of winning a championship, if y'all don't understand, I can spell it out for you. They might make the finals, but to beat them with a team, OKC or Denver, they've already been through this. Even the Celtics, they've already been through all of it. So to get through to them, it takes a different level that you haven't even experienced, including the Knicks. We haven't experienced that Jaylen Brown saying, "Yo, Draymond punked us in the championship because the lights was on," as you say, AllBall. What Floyd always say, "Yeah, that sounds good. When them bright lights come on, that shit is different, bro. It's only 2 teams left. It's a rumble in the jungle. That's what this shit is." And yeah, Detroit got the components for it. We see what we been gave y'all props, but that's all Flea is saying. And that team has a coach that has a damn chip on his shoulder because he was done dirty by them damn Cavaliers. Bitching and moaning, them soft-ass players that I've been talking about. Y'all couldn't handle JB Bickerstaff, and he went over to Detroit and turned that team around. Help turn them around, excuse me, because you got some dogs over there. They changed everything about that organization. And for them to have us as the target, and we're acting like, and we showed like we did last night, it's proven JB Bickerstaff's point. It's proven with Stephen A. Smith, even if he's flat out lying about that conversation. It doesn't sound like a lie. Shit looks true to me. And when I watch the highlight reel, we're getting our ass whooped. So, and this is 2 games. I hate going through it, but as Flea says, it takes steps, and we got to come out of this, and you got to deal with this. And we have some.
And the goal can't be us. Like, the goal is us. The goal is us. Because for us, the goal is them. The goal is the championship, right? The goal can't be us.
But Flea, let me just ask you, right? Because because you was making a great point, and me and Fabian cut you off, but I think we cut you off for a good reason, because we was basically responding to what you said, which was great. But how do you feel like if you all right, Flea, put yourself in JB's shoes for 2 minutes, right? And you start off this season, and when you look at the East, no Giannis, no Tatum, no Halliburton. You look at Orlando and go, okay, there's something wrong over there. They ain't ready, right? You look at Cleveland. Okay, they underachieve every time they get in the playoffs. You look at Philly. Embiid. There's only one team to really look at. So if you're JB, what are you telling your players to where they're responding to us like this and really not to nobody else?
I mean, I ain't no NBA coach, so I ain't gonna act like it. But if I'm getting my guys ready, a young team, yeah, the Knicks should be on the chopping block, but so should everybody else. Everybody else, the same energy should be given to everybody else. Because if the goal is championship, we ain't the goal. You're gonna have to go through us, but you're gonna have to go through everybody else too. You're gonna have to be on that big stage. You're gonna have to be one of the last 4 teams standing. National stage, that's big. That's different. That's different. They ain't done it. They ain't done it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why be nervous about a team that we've already beaten? They got better, sure. If the Knicks are thinking the way they're thinking, they feel like they've gotten better. We the fans, I'm not going to say that because I don't feel like that. But if you're a confident Knicks team, you should be going in there like, yo, we took care of business last year. If we got better, we should take care of business this year. We can't underestimate them. We can't treat them like they ain't shit. I'm not saying that, but we're not acting like that they are the goal. The goal is to get to the finals.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next topic, AllBall, this is why people love us. Because we talk crazy. When somebody makes a good point, I highlight it. Question. Since the Pacers beat the Knicks in back-to-back series, are y'all the Pacers little bros? Thank you, DeAndre.
That's fair. But that's fair. That's fair, though.
Let me tell you something about us. We may hate what y'all say because it's the truth, but we got to be honest.
Word.
At this point, we are the Pacers little bros. Yeah, I mean, listen, they stopped us from getting to the finals, and then the year before that, they stopped us from getting to the conference finals. And both seasons, we had home court advantage. So, to be technical, we are the Pacers. I'm not saying that shit again. Fuck out of here.
You hate the Pacers.
What?
See, this is the weird contradiction. I'm only gonna shout him out because he a member. Big shout out to Ray Floyd. He a big Detroit Pistons fan, right? He been talking about the Pistons have all these championships. They got more championships than us, right? That's in the past. But when the Knicks talk about things that happened last year, that's the past. Like, what we talking about? It's the weirdest thing how everybody like watches and calculates things in their mind. It's wild. I love it.
Oh, I'm gonna just say this. Big shout out Ray Floyd. Big shout out to Detroit, right? Like, y'all show love. Yeah, y'all show love in this chat, man, and we really appreciate it. But Ray Floyd, how old are you? Because we got a criteria over here. KNICKS Rehab has a criteria over here. You can't be claiming championships if you was a toddler. Ages 13 and up. If your team won a championship and you was the age 13 and above, then so be it. But if you was a little kid, talk about my team got 3 championships. No. We need to start knowing you niggas' age, man. And we hope y'all tell the truth. Big shout out Ray Floyd.
Listen, man, I ain't never been nobody little bro in my life. So fuck the Pacers. Great question, though. I loved it. Clearly,
Only child over here. I smacked my older brother. Slap the shit. Who?
Clearly, my ego won't allow such things to be stated.
Not happening. Not
We
happening.
got everybody in distress, man. Even the former Knicks. Damn it, J.R. Smith. What you got to say about the Knicks, man?
And comes back. Like, how good are they?
I think they're really good. I think it's a combination. Well, I mean, last year they obviously played well, but it was a combination of luck between guys getting hurt and whatnot. So to me, I don't know if they're that good right now. I don't know if they're that good right now to solidify them to coming out the East, because obviously Detroit has been playing amazing. Cade is probably in the best I've seen him be in his true form, as just a real combo guard.
Are the Knicks as is? Are they good enough to beat Detroit?
Yo, these chats, man. Yo, oh boy, you haven't seen your team win a chip ever.
Well, we know that, but see, that's the thing.
No,
We know that.
That's
though.
crazy.
We know that though.
Of course we know that, but he's asking. He's asking it for ID. He's asking for the ID plea. He said, "Guaranteed, you ain't see your team win ever."
That's a fact. He know that. He know that. That fucking laugh, Fabian. Slow down, nigga. Slow down.
When you get inflamed, listen.
That fucking laugh.
You gotta learn how to. You gotta rope a dope sometimes.
You gotta rope a dope. Yeah.
They coming on our head hole.
Big shout out to whoever that was. Damn, I forget what his name was, but big shout out.
Yeah. Y'all got that right now. Like, it's okay. It's okay. But what Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back. I will have my vengeance, whether it's this life or the next. Next rehab, we will have our vengeance. My word.
What we think about J.R. Smith, former Knick champion? He's been through the rigmaroles. He's seen it all. You know, he's a famous social media poster. Hopefully, so J.R. Smith been through it all. Winning golf tournaments now. The man's a mature J.R. Smith speaking like this. What you think about it?
I mean, you gotta respect, his opinion. He played at the highest level, right? He played for the Knicks, but I get where he's going, but I'm always gonna, agree with my brother. Listen, we have to stand on, like Flea say, why does everybody else get to skip steps except us, right? Right now we the butt of the joke, but at the same time, let's talk basketball. And if history shows, why would Detroit take that leap from losing in the first round to getting to the final? So I think J.R. Smith right now is just drinking the Kool-Aid like everybody else. I understand where he's coming from, because he's probably watching the game and he's seeing like, wow, this shit is a little scary because we got our ass kicked twice. But, him being who he is, I listen, but I don't agree with him. Like I said, you got to beat us in the playoffs, right? A guy struggles. We struggle against the Pistons regular season. But what happened last season? Boston blows us out. We beat them in the playoffs. So, right now, yeah, we are Detroit's little brothers in the regular season. But who's big bro in the playoffs? Which one would you rather be? Big bro in the regular season? Big bro in the playoffs. Right now, we hold that title. So until they knock us off, I think, a lot of these analysts, a lot of guys kicking us in our back, keep it to the regular season. Let's see them beat us in the playoffs first. So let's just talk about how they dog walk us in the regular season. Let's not talk about, them kicking our ass in the playoffs, because it hasn't happened yet, Ray Floyd.
When's the last time they won a playoff series? Just curious. When's the last time you've seen that team out of the first round in advancing and going forward? When is the last time that happened? Fuck a championship. When's the last time they have advanced?
I think somebody in the chat said 07 against the Magic.
What were we doing back in 07? 08? Oh,
18 years. Hey, look, nigga went
06. I'm getting all kinds of different numbers.
18 years ago?
At least 10 to 15 years ago. So
I was making babies.
Exactly.
I was in my prime. I was in my prime, baby.
Obama just got elected. Like, it was a different world. Fuck are we talking? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, our goals are different. We're trying to get to the finals. These niggas is trying to win 4 out of 7. Like, keep a cool booty.
But before Fabian go, I also think these platforms is just, they know talking about us and dogging us is that's where the views is at, right? They know the hate for the Knicks. They know the hate for the Knicks fan base. So it's easy. We lose to Detroit twice, and it's just all of a sudden, yeah, the Knicks is this, the Knicks is that, and it's like, okay, but when is somebody going to come up there and tell the truth? Yeah, I know New York beat them in the playoffs. So until they beat them, let's keep these talks regular season.
You heard the man. You heard the man. We got a plan, though. Huh? Switching things up.
I gotta go to Detroit. I gotta go to Detroit to see if these niggas is as confident as they are. I want to see if they're really confident in real life. Like, are they really this confident in real life? I gotta see it for my own eyes. I have to.
Now on later Gators, player.
This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be. This can't be.
Well,
these niggas can't be real.
Not in real like life.
Not in real life. Like in real life. Not in real life. Not in real life.
See what's real life. We gotta react to
it. Ball suckers. Where's your
right.
Drinking? You can't do that. You drinking.
AT got him on lockdown. He can't do no Euros tonight, nigga.
He's strapping everybody. That nigga also strapping everybody. Brunson, you get it. Fabian, YouTube, nigga, get locked up.
Nigga said, you get strapped up. You get strapped. Come on, man. Strapping everybody up, man.
Speaking of strapping up, the Dallas Mavericks reportedly did not consult with Rich Paul before trading Anthony Davis to the Wizards. I just had to point that out. Before playing his next video. Y'all do without Wilt with that one.
Hard left. Hard left. Fabian. Leave it up to Fabian, right, OG? Leave it up to that nigga.
Well, yeah, because, the Mavericks obviously been through a lot. The whole Luka Doncic trade and Nico Harrison, they're getting all this, the Flambolaya, AD getting traded. Then we seen this video. I don't know homeboy's name, but hopefully they don't flag us for this. But he speaks to the Dallas Mavericks' new movement, and the trade ain't being so bad after all.
Somehow, the Mavericks won the Luka trade. I'm on record. Getting Cooper.
After he gave the Mavs and F earlier.
It's to no credit to Nico Harrison. It was lightning strike luck, but to end, they never would have got that pick. They would have been in the playoffs with Luka. To get Cooper flag,
yeah, the basketball gods definitely look down on him.
I would rather have Cooper than Luka.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Like, you think that they're in a better spot as a franchise right now?
Not immediately, because they were a title contender right then. But if you're making me zoom out and say, who do I want on my team for the next 10 years? If I had the option right now to trade Luka Doncic for Cooper Flag, if I'm a team that's not ready to win right now, there is no question that I'd rather have a Cooper. No question. And honest to God, some of those teams that even need to win right now, I wouldn't take Cooper as my 1A guy. But Cooper is a winning player in a way that Luka's not. This is going to go all over social, and I'm not saying that Luka is not unbelievable. He is.
Hey, y'all better clip this the way you did my James Harden thing.
But the two-way stuff that you get from Cooper Flag, the between-the-line stuff, the intangible stuff, there is winning all over this guy. Now, it's going to take a while to come to fruition in Dallas, but that was not part of Nico's plan. He gets no credit for it, but Brad Tangent here, I think that the Mavericks actually came out winners of the Luka trade. I really do.
Watch out now. Shout out to the beat nuts, man. Oh, boy. Cooper Flag, rather have him right now than Luka going forward.
Dumbest shit I ever heard. And the sad part is, don't knock on Cooper, but it just goes to show you when they want you to be, I said this, they want you to be something, you're gonna pay them guys in the media to make it happen. I just heard, I forgot what player it was, where they rave about Cooper. They said Cooper has, I got this clip. They said Cooper Flag has, I'm gonna tell you who it was. What's the platform with your mans in them on there? Raymond Felton in them.
The Baja to the Baja.
I forgot who said it. And the guy, the guy that kind of, it looked like it's his platform that he mediates it a lot. He kind of like tried to check him. But they said, I forgot who it was, they said Cooper Flag had an opportunity to be the greatest white player of all time, over Bird and everybody, right? And then now you have this guy come out and say this. Did y'all see what Mashburn said about Cooper Flag?
No.
You heard that, right, Flea?
Yeah.
He said if Cooper Flag came out in this draft coming up, he would probably be the 5th best player. My point is this. The Dallas Mavericks made a big mistake, and they're now trying to fix it. Y'all traded an all-NBA player, an MVP caliber player that's like that year in and year out. He went from the conference finals to the NBA finals. When is Cooper Flag going to do that? Dallas Mavericks made a mistake. That plain and simple. Cooper Flag is not better than Luka. Yeah, I can care less about both of them. But you're not going to sit here and tell me you'd rather have Cooper Flag than Luka Doncic. I'm sorry. I'm not agreeing with that. So for me, I'm going to just keep it short and simple. It just goes to show you the Cooper Flag train and the NBA is trying to like promote this kid out of this world. And what I don't understand is the Dallas Mavericks in playoff contention right now? Or even play in contention? I don't give a fuck what he averaging. Are they winning basketball games? I mean, wasn't Luka first 5 years all NBA first team? Cooper Flag gonna be all NBA first team this year?
Nah.
Lord Jaws. I don't like defending players that's not, but come on, man. Listen, media, they love Cooper, man, and the kid is a great player, but they going overboard with this kid, and it's sad because he don't deserve that, because what happens if he have a 10-year career and he has no championships, he has no MVPs, then what? Now he's going to get flamed and trolled, and they doing it wrong, but like I said, when they want you to be something, when you got that train behind you, this is what they do, but that shit was stupid. Homie is 100% wrong. Don't want to know his name. Don't care to know his name. Hope I never hear this person talk again. He's an idiot. That's the dumbest shit ever.
Flea, what are you thinking?
Ooh, I guess I'm an idiot. Because I mean, I don't fully agree with the whole the comment, but I'm gonna walk back what I said. I didn't think he was as good of a player as I thought he was, and as I've been watching him throughout the season, just sample size after sample size, just what I'm watching, the kid is gonna be great. The kid is gonna be great. You can see all the intangibles from what he got, aside from just being able to score the basketball. So, I mean, Luka was a motherfucker when he walked through the door. Rookie year, he was phenomenal, and then on, right? He's just been phenomenal. So I'm not about to say he's better than Luka, but if he's 19 years old, he already plays both sides of the basketball. I don't see anything in terms of what he's gonna have to worry about in terms of staying in shape. He looks like he's a hard worker. So when you talk about Luka, some of the things that I just said about Cooper, Luka doesn't have. You worry about him working on his body and staying in shape. You worry about him being able to play on both sides of the playing defense. Like, those are actual concerns for a guy who is an elite top 5, top 3 player in the league. You still have those same concerns about him in today. Flag is all he's gonna do is just get better and better. Is Luka gonna get better at the things that Flag is already pretty good at? So I understand that the comment can be crazy, but the projection on the kid ain't wrong, right? Unless he falls off a cliff, how he is developing or who he's going to become, I don't see it. I don't see it being at the end of the day when everything washes out and we look at it 8 years from now, 10 years from now. Dallas is not going to be kicking themselves in the butt like, damn, we should have never traded that dude.
Right. But hold on, Fabian. Now, Flea, how you said it, it sounds way much better than how Homie said it. Because to me, the way he said it was like he's better than Luka. And let's be honest, I'm not a big Luka fan, but Luka's first 5-6 years in the NBA was insane. All NBAs, conference finals, NBA finals, top 3, top 5 MVP candidate every season. So I'm just saying, now the defensive part, I agree. But the way you put it, the projection, yeah, the kid is a great player. I have no problem saying that. But I'm not going as far as everybody else is going. Like I said, he ain't leading his team to the playoffs his first year. He ain't doing that. He ain't gonna be all NBA first team. He ain't doing none of that stuff. So, but how you put it, pause. I can agree with that. How you said it.
Did Luka lead him to the playoffs his first year?
No.
I don't see anything wrong with what he said. He didn't say that he was better than Luka Doncic right now. He just said, yo, whether it was luck, whether it was planned, whether it's the conspiracy that that family trying to devalue the Mavericks and take them to Vegas, whatever the hell it is, that's a hell of a consolation prize. I don't know if Luka Doncic in 3 to 4 years is going to be on the same level as Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg plays both sides of the ball, and he's a dog. I was dead wrong about him.
No, say that again. You said in 3-4 years, what?
He's going to be, I don't think they're going to be in the same class. Like, Luka doesn't play defense. They traded him because Nico Harrison said, yo, I'm with Kobe, I'm with LeBron, I'm with Jason Kidd. Kidd can front all he wants to. These guys were frustrated with the guy who has the talent to be the MVP, but there's something missing. And we see it here with the Lakers. You supposed to bump LeBron the fuck up out of there. Yo, bro, this ain't your team. You a dog towards the ref. You a dog for shooting. You a dog for that grenade assist for your teammates. Cooper Flagg talks that shit, will yam it on you, D's up. They put him at point guard position. He ain't even a natural point guard. I'm totally impressed with Cooper Flagg. And Luka Doncic has been totally impressive, but he said, yo, I don't know if the next 5 or 10 years, I'm going with Luka over Cooper Flagg. The kid is 19. In 5 years from now, Luka better, I don't know what kind of workout regimen he hits, but this is not going to last into your 30s. You cannot be a fat boy your whole life trying to pull these moves off. You're going to get hurt bad. Cooper's athletic, and he's working on his game. So now he's going to have a skill set along with the athleticism. He won't just rely on something that he came into the league with. I haven't seen him be a crybaby. Everything about him has been, it's not just a promotion. I don't even see what you're talking about either, AllBall. Because even with the comparisons to Larry Bird and Stanton III, I don't see this craze for Cooper Flagg. Nobody barely talks about him. He might be 5th in this draft, but that speaks to everybody in this draft. This draft is going to be ridiculous. So this level of talent for what the Mavericks are, what would Luka do with this team? I don't know. The Lakers, he has Austin Reeves, and they were balling. He don't got Austin Reeves with him. Kyrie's down. He ain't got no LeBron with him. Anthony Davis ain't play. So I don't see what I get it because it's Luka the star and he's already established. But we all got questions about him. We seen him in the championship when they dogged him and he had 40 points a game, whatever it was, and they still were upset with him. Yo, bro, that's not what it takes. That's not what it takes. It just doesn't.
Hey, y'all. Luka was looking pretty fine until Homie came back. Him and Reeves is looking like one of the best 1-2 punches. They was a legit 2 seed playing great basketball. But as with the health and what y'all saying with staying in shape, 100% agree. We talking 10 years from now, Cooper's going to be better. He's going to be in his 10th year. Luka be in his 20th year. So, but like I said, I'm just saying, see the hype. The kid is good.
No, but hold on. But it's not just 10 years from now. It's the next.
You said 3 years. You said 3 years from now, it ain't gonna even be. You
They won't be in
saying
the same class. He's gonna be an all-around better player. I'm saying he's taking him for the next 10 years. They'd rather deal with this. There is no dealing with Cooper Flag for the next 10 years. There is, we're working with this player for the next 10 years. We're developing a great for the next 10 years. Luka sounds like a fucking headache.
OG, let me ask you a question. Let me be accurate in what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Luka did 7 years in Dallas. After 7 years in Dallas, you think they're gonna be thirsty to trade Cooper Flag by year 7?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Doubt it. But I also just few seconds. I also think
trip to the NBA Finals, trip to
Dallas
the conference finals,
they
all
was
NBA
right there.
player, all NBA player all this time, and they hosed him. I'm just asking, do you think that could potentially happen to Cooper as well?
Right. No. I agree. Like I said, because Cooper seems like a great young man, and the problems that Luka would give you, Cooper ain't gonna give you as far as staying in shape. I agree with that with both of you. I'm not here to argue that, but let's be realistic. Dallas was right there knocking on the door, and they took a chance on the move that I was 100% wrong. I thought the AD thing would work, and look where they at now. So let's be realistic. As much as we want to say about them getting rid of Luka, Dallas fucked that whole situation up. They was knocking on the door, maybe a piece or two away, and they jumped the gun, and now look at them now. A whole rebuild. So I get what y'all saying with Cooper. Kid is a great player. I think he has a lot of promise. But I'm just saying, in Luka's first 7 years, like you said, Flea, they didn't skip the steps. They made the proper steps, and then the next step should have been championship. And they got rid of him for whatever reason. We heard all the rumors, but when you look at it now, it looks crazier. Luka or the Dallas Mavericks?
Cooper saved them. If it was luck, if it was planned, that getting Cooper Flag saved them. Flea. That's how I look at it. Because if you don't get Cooper Flag, this looks crazy.
Oh yeah, this looks crazy for sure. And he doesn't turn out to be the all-time great. Fuck it, he got to be an all-time great at this point because you're giving up an all-time great, right? Like Luka's going to be one of the best players ever. Obviously, I just think they got tired of his approach. Right, I know what you're going to get out of him, but the approach is tough to deal with. And I don't think Cooper Flag looks like he has a completely different approach. So, I mean, it's all about who wins first at the end of the day with LA and Dallas. It's all about who wins first, right? Like, at the end of the day, whoever wins first is going to probably feel like they won the trade, per se. If Luka went...
Stay right there. Do you feel that way about when the Lakers got rid of Shaq and kept Kobe?
I felt that was more individual. That was a more individual thing for me.
But do the Lakers feel like they lost if we're going to trade you Shaq and he won before they did? Do they feel like they lost?
I don't think they lost. You can't feel like you lost. You watch this nigga come in camp out of shape every year, and still found a way to get 3 in a row. Still found a way. But again, approach. What we talking about? We talking about approach. How serious do you take the game? Right? Kobe took the game. He was a maniac. Shaq, obviously, I'm sure he loved the game, but taking care of your body in a maniacal way, Shaq wasn't like that. Like, nah.
So the Lakers got rid of that fat ass motherfucker 20 years ago, and they imported a fat ass motherfucker 20 years later. So all I'm saying is, to AllBall's point though, Mavericks talking, if they talking fly like that, that sounds good. You keep these bum ass moves up with trading AD or whatever it is. That the Cooper Flag, elevation might not happen in Dallas. Y'all looking suspect too. Cooper Flag's people cannot overlook the fact that, damn, y'all traded Luka, traded AD. What are you gonna do with Kyrie? What are you gonna do next? Because if I'm that nice, I need this team around me too. It ain't just gonna be about me and my development. Hell no, you ain't treating me like KG in Minnesota. Not happening. Speaking of KG, He has something to say about this Donovan Mitchell, James Harden new tandem. Can they get it together?
I think James Harden's going to make Donovan Mitchell not only a better player, but give him another sense of confidence. Remember, Tyrese Maxey played under James Harden. You remember that, right?
You got to very willing to negotiate that. You got to be willing.
What are you talking about?
Like, you got to be willing to do what James Harden can help you do.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
This is the biggest player I think dude played with. Spidey ain't played with nobody bigger than James Harden.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when you played a certain way for so long, you got to be willing to say, hey, this is what I got to do to help us win. How many guys do that? You know what I'm saying?
Donovan Mitchell has never came off as not a student of the game. If he came in here very ego, I would be super shocked. I would be hella shocked. If he came in here and he was actually being egotistical towards Jay, I would be floored actually. That one I wouldn't see why he would do that. Learning from somebody like James Harden. You see what James Harden did for Tyrese Maxey? You see how Tyrese Maxey thinks being around that, after that mentality, that means something, bro. This is gonna help him, bro. And this is gonna help Cleveland.
To Paul's point, usage rate in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell's number 4, James Harden's number 6.
That's what I'm saying.
So a lot of usage
gonna be a
from
problem
those
with
guys.
the ball.
Somebody's got to be like more willing than the other, because that's how they're effective.
He just came from playing with.
But you see how James is effective and you see how Mitchell's effective. Who's going to be more willing to say, all right, I'm going to need to sacrifice just so much of controlling the ball? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Can you still be effective as James Harden?
Like, how do you be effective? You have to learn how to be effective. Like, you can be effective, but you got to learn. That's something, you got to learn that. That ain't like, you got it. You just got to be willing and learn it and get used to doing it like that, if that's what's going to work.
You have it. James Harden's been around a carousel of all NBA players, all ball. What do you think about KG saying like, "Oh no, it's good. They're gonna work. This thing gonna happen."
I love KG, right? But I disagree with him on this one. Get what Paul is trying to say. He just got a difficult time saying it. I don't know why.
He sounds drunk.
Right, but I get what he's trying to say, right? But I'm gonna be honest. For one, I don't think James Harden helped Maxey do jack shit. Let me make that clear. I think James Harden is a cancer, man. Everywhere he goes, ever since he left Houston, it's just been turmoil, man. It's been terrible. He went to Brooklyn, that didn't work out. Philly didn't work out. Like, come on, man. You just was in LA, which we thought was like just gold for you. That didn't work out. Now you go to Cleveland. Now, I think the Cleveland move with James Harden is going to help those bigs, right? Because, listen, he's a lob threat. Like, that's what he does. So James Harden can pass the hell out that ball, and he's definitely a threat offensively. So I think the bigs is going to help out a lot. But what Paul Pierce is saying, that's what I've been saying. A lot of these older guys, they don't want to give up the reins, right? So is James Harden willing to sacrifice 5 to 6 more field goals for Donovan Mitchell? I don't know. James Harden may still think, I'm the lead dog. I'm the guy. And I think that's what's going on in LA. That's what's going on in a lot of these spots where you have these older, great athletes like Kevin Durant with the Sengun. I think these guys still think they are who they are 10, 15 years ago. And they can't keep that shit up for a whole season. Then when you get in the playoffs. So for me, I'm really looking at this Cleveland thing. I want to see how it works in the playoffs. I don't care about the regular season. They're going to win a lot of games. They're going to look real good in the regular season. I want to see how Donovan Mitchell and James Harden clicks in the playoffs. But the thing I like with this move is I just think he's going to get the bigs involved as far as James Harden. But with him and Mitchell, it's almost like they're the same player. One is just way more athletic. I really want to see how this is going to work when you really don't have a point guard to get these guys the ball when they both can get a bucket on their own. I really want to see how this is going to work in the playoffs.
Lee, what you thinking?
I think James Harden is kind of, for this team, maybe what the doctor ordered, just in terms of how he play makes. Like, I disagree with OG a little bit in the fact that James Harden is more of a facilitator. Yes, he can go get you a bucket. We've seen James Harden for 7 years out here in Houston just rain terror on the league and just go get a bucket. But we also seen James Harden lead the league in lead the league in assists, right? We also seen him be a table setter. You talked about how much, he's going to get the bigs involved. I think he, helped elevate Zubac while in the years that he was with Zubac. I feel like Joel Embiid won an MVP next to James Harden, right? So, like, I know you can bring a guy in, and when the playoffs come, he does, kind of shrink, right, in the biggest moments. But, you find yourself in a playoff series where James Harden wins you a game or two. And maybe that's the mindset of the Cavs right now. They know their guy is Donovan Mitchell. They know Spider is the guy, and they know they got to do everything they can to keep him in Cleveland. Because if he walks, they traded for him. But if he walks, right, who's going to sign up to go play in Cleveland? When Mobley's deal is up, how you going to keep him there? They already talking about moving one of those guys, Mobley or Allen. So I just think the Harden move is really like a win now move, obviously, right? He's an older guy. I just think it's you got to be willing, right? You got to be willing to make the sacrifice, right? I go all the way back. I don't go all the way back, but I consider myself a historian of the game. You go back to Clyde and Earl of Pearl, right? When them guys got put together, they thought that if you go back to the news articles and the things that was said about them, it was like, yo, that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Them guys wind up winning the championship, right? So all I'm saying is that may not be the case, but they were willing to sacrifice some things to play next to each other. The list goes on. We can name a ton of players that had to make sacrifices, but I just think the style of play, because you said it, OG, those two guys are very similar, right? Similar in style, similar in game. I just brought up Frazier and Monroe because before they got together, their games was similar in style, right?
That's a good point.
So
that's a good point.
So I just for those two guys, for this shit to work, I think those two, one of them, if not both of them, have to willingly got to say, yo, Harden, I'm at the last leg, right? How much more time do I have in the league? And Spider, the only way I can legitimize who I am as a player in this league is play at the highest stage and play for a championship. Let's do this. Let's do this for each other. So I think it could work.
Just real quick, Fabian, I just think this thing is either going to be really good or really bad. I don't think it's no middle.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
I think James Harden earned his reputation everywhere that he went. The Houston debacle, when they came back down with whatever amount of points, and he was on the bench, and they beat the Clippers, I think it was, or Golden. I forgot who they beat. And the only time he really looked good, he did defer with the Nets. They looked amazing. Like before he got hurt and Kyrie got hurt, they looked crazy. And when he got hurt, it put a hole in their chances, and then Kyrie got hurt and everything fell apart. But Kyrie was here and he won a chip already. Kevin Durant came here, won a chip already. Harden was the one missing the chip. To your point, Flea, Frazier already won the ring before Earl Pearl Monroe. So these guys already, it's harder for Harden, to AllBall's point, to go fall in line when, who am I falling in line with? You ain't no champions either. So their play style, I think Donovan Mitchell will have to sacrifice and change his play style because Harden can get you the ball. Luka Doncic is often compared to James Harden because the grenade bombs and the holding on to the rock, and that's going to be harder to play with if you're Donovan Mitchell when you're not a catch and shoot guy. He needs a rhythm. Donovan Mitchell, he'll give you 50, but it's all in a rhythm of holding on to the rock. He's going to have to change his play style because Harden can get everybody involved, but in a real playground basketball kind of way. And I don't know if that was going to mix well. That looks like a disaster waiting to happen against the Detroits of the league and even Boston's of the league and even the Knicks. You can defend that. You can make them play into their flaws. And James Harden is just, you talk about having that edge that we talked about Luka earlier of trying to win and take it to the next level. I don't know if Harden ever did that because you had Kawhi Leonard to defer to, and you were able to defer to players. I mean, he was in the championship with OKC. In case we forget, he's been in several conference championships. So Harden has a lot on his resume, but it's just we all feel the same way about him. Like, oh, dog, you here to go to the strip club, bro. You here to party and bullshit, dog. Like, we know your whole resume. Like, we just do. And some people love the lifestyle. He embodied the last 15 years of NBA players where we were like, come on, bro. The whole league changed. The rules for people like you just blatantly traveling, and you still couldn't win. When they changed the rules for Mike, he won. Changed the rules for Steph, he won. These guys won. And Harden just, regardless of what the circumstances were, he never won. And it was a lot of it had to do with him at his feet, at his hands. He didn't pull through. And, you know, Cleveland, I think, tried to dump the Garland deal because him and Donovan Mitchell didn't mix. So you brought in another ball dominant guard who can score, and he can play more games than Garland, but I don't see that he don't play defense either.
That's tough.
That's going to be embarrassing. You got two guys, they might start wailing on James Harden after a while, even though you're going to give me some points if I'm Jaron Allen, who ironically he was traded for with the Nets, but oh boy, I don't see it working.
Oh, yeah. Y'all both made some great points, and just my last point is I like how Flea kind of compared it with, you know, and then right and then Fabian, you kind of took it to another level, right? Because think about it. James Harden can look at Spider and go, I'm an MVP. I've been to a finals. I got to defer to you. Like, Flea, these guys really still think in their 16th, 17th, 18th year that they don't have to defer to nobody. So for me, I think that's why I say this can be either really good or very bad. And I think it all depends on James Harden's mindset. If he's just there to get the bag, to get his numbers up, like you said, and look good in 1 or 2 playoff games and kind of force Cleveland to give him that money, that's all he's worried about. I don't think he cares about a championship. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion.
I think, and my last point with this as well, I think the roles for Harden should reverse a little bit in this spot, meaning when Chris Paul came over to Houston, it was really to empower James Harden, right? Be another ball handler, be another decision maker, be another playmaker, and be a fucking dog on defense at that time for Chris Paul, right? I think in this spot for Harden, you got to empower Harden. You got to empower Spider. You got to come in and be that support for him. Because when Chris Paul came in there, y'all were in the fucking conference finals. You don't get hurt. You got an opportunity to beat the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. You have an opportunity to do that. So all I'm saying is that Harden got to maybe, you know, be a little reminiscent of that and say, maybe my role needs to be empowering Spider, because people say Spider is still inefficient. Spider takes a lot of tough shots. Spider doesn't show up in all the big moments. He could lead you here, but he needs to get over all of those things are being said about Spider. Maybe I could get him easier shots. Maybe I could get him in spots where he's not taking tough shots, right? He could be a little more efficient. Now we could take less energy on the offensive end, and now I could put that into the defensive end for Spider. Because the next level for him is like, if I lock in on defense, maybe I can help, you know, the Cleveland Cavaliers get that smut off their name about being soft, right? It's on Spider too. So I'm just thinking Harden come in, it could help, possibly.
Just please, Fabian, let's say is, remember what Harden said, his favorite quote in the Clippers? I am the system. We were, listen, just saying, these guys' mindsets, listen, man, they go into these teams with these young dogs that's up and coming, that they're trying to help. They trying to compete and still let them know, y'all the little brothers, I'm still the big bro.
I am the system.
All ball suckers.
They're gonna be looking at Donovan Mitchell like,
Make it, Shaw. Appreciate everybody.
That's crazy. Hey, tomorrow, y'all, 12 o'clock game.
Oh, early one.
Right before the Super Bowl.
Okay. So how we behaving?
Are we going after?
Or what you want to do?
We could talk. We could talk offline.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, no. In all seriousness, though, I would much rather like go during the game, because then I got to make a move. So
I would second that. But this guy he's doing the baby.
yeah, because look at his backgrounds. I went an hour and a half and they say shit about his back. What I said,
Get us out of here.
You know?
Get us out of here. Get us out.
I
Come
ain't say
on.
shit about it, right? I left him alone. All night, right?
You could have been anywhere else.
Please.
Well, okay, are we doing tomorrow at 12 o'clock? That was the question.
I'll
boy.
Y'all know, I'll let y'all know with a group text. Get us out of
here. I like your background.
I like your behavior. You could have been anywhere else. Tomorrow you'll see the notification. Turn your notifications on. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your Saturday. Yo, stay warm. New York the whole East Coast is frigid. See y'all later. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.